Hello. This is a little different from the shitposty content that I usually do, but ever since I saw Echo Gillette do that first sketchbook tour like a million years ago, I have wanted to do one so bad. And now that I'm like actively posting on YouTube, what a better time to do it. And also, this is my most recent sketchbook that I have finished. So it's got a mix of old and new art, and that should be interesting. But opening this up, we have a swatch page. It is not a sketchbook without a swatch page. I have the markers that these are swatching right here. These are the US Art Supply Super Brush Tip markers. These are pretty good. I got them as a birthday present, so I don't know the price off the top of my head, but they have treated me well. Their brushes do fray a little bit, but you get a nice variety of colors that you can layer. They blend slightly decently, but like, they're fun to work with if you like brush markers. I'm turning the page. We're actually getting into it. So, April 5th, 2020. This sketchbook is 4 years old. There is some ancient art in here. So, we got a Nyan Cat furry. Note the transgender collar based. I mean, this is cute enough. I like the colored outline. But over here we have Rick and Lissy. These are original characters that I made when I was in 7th grade, and they are still very, very dear to me. I draw them all the time. They've developed a lot over the years. I love them very much. This was line art that I intended to digitize, but I ended up hating it, so I just traced over the image. And I made a full-color digital image, but that doesn't look very good. I'll throw it up anyway, but like, I've improved, I swear. And I took a break from this sketchbook for quite a while, but I returned in 2021 with well, this was a gradient test. I was trying to see how well I could blend my markers, and they blend fine, but I gave up. We have my Among Us Sona. Remember when people made Among Us Sonas? Yeah, this is basically my pre-existing persona, but, you know, as a freelance space magical girl / detective, which is honestly like a cool concept. This Nastasia is pretty cute. I don't know why I left it alone. I might have not liked how I colored her hair, but this is cute. And then we have like these are really sappy in hindsight. They're like positive affirmation images, and like, yeah, they're sappy, but I'm a sappy individual, what can I say? Oh, we got Part 3, Goemon Ishikawa, my favorite fucking character. I was probably gonna color this in, but I didn't. Of course you have blue hair and pronouns. A few more. Oh, these are from 2022. Oh my gosh. I kept leaving this sketchbook alone. I'm not sure why. Here's my persona again, in a cloak that I actually own. We got Char and Dreamer. It is not a Katie sketchbook without Char and Dreamer. Here we got another swatch page for some colored pencils. And we got the White Mage as seen in Mario Hoops 3-on-3, because I really like the fact that Final Fantasy characters are included in this game. It's just endlessly amusing to me. And we got a White Mage based on like their actual sprite in the early NES games. Very cute, very small. We have Kagamine Rin, but she's green. She doesn't seem to be happy about it. Got Miku with a dying marker. And Luca, sort of based on her magnet art with the butterfly headphones. She's very sad. This cool picture of Susie. And my thought process for this was, what if I didn't line it? What if I just erased my guiding lines and kept the pencil? And it came out pretty good, pretty cool. Her hands are kind of weird, and so is her arm, but like, this is neat. Good job, 2022. I mean, you of a nothing page, but we got some doodles of my OC, Winry. She's a vampire. She's lived a long time, and so she still has some old technology, as evidenced by her flip phone. She keeps it because she likes the drama of snapping it shut. We have a Meta Knight humanization that I did not come back to. I mean, it's fine. This was a character I made with a different set of brush pens, and I made another character, so I sort of imagined them as like a mother-daughter duo of supervillains. Like, the mother would make, like, biosuits and weapons for the daughter to wear and beat people up with. Harrison Glarison. This is a character called Rombooks. I haven't really done anything with him, but if I were to use him, I'd put him in a children's storybook about, like, libraries and the importance of books and such. And we got some calligraphy pen art. This one's cool, I like this. Art of Earthspark Soundwave for my bestie Kevin. Hi, Kevin. And we got my OCs Winry and Bryn as Morticia and Gomez Adams. That'd be cute. That'd be adorable. So, there was a thing on Tumblr called Sexy Man Descendants, and it was basically Monster High, but with Tumblr sexy men. And this is Patty Lockett, so she is the child of Tony in Sketchbook. I based her off of a specific artist's sketchbook humanization whose name escapes me, but I will find it and throw it up here. And this is a design based on how I humanized Tony in Sketchbook, so big difference, big difference. Got Generation 1 Cyclonus, who I was trying to use all of my purple markers in one image. I kinda don't like how it came out, but it's okay. It's okay. Character based on the song Chick Habit by April March. If I were to ever animate a music video of that song, this would be the main character. Outfit concepts for my OCs Annie, Critter, and Nile. Another set of long-lived OCs that I have had for like a million years, but they never really had actual clothes up until 2022, as you can see. And like, these are pretty much their designs now. A Beast Wars cheater redesign, because I thought the Transmetal 2 form was fucking ugly. So I sort of slimmed him down, make him look more like a cat, and there were a couple passes where I tried to make him look more like his original self. Like, pass 3 looks pretty good. Art itch. And the Enderman over there. Little Bat. Of Aquabat's famousness. These are a few concepts for a game that's sort of been bouncing around in my head. This is Farah, she is the main character. I'm sort of imagining like a early PS1 3D look. So I had this dream where NitroRad reviewed a game, and she was the main character. She had to find a crystal sword so she could go on the rest of her adventure. Designs for a Transformers fan continuity. The deal was that Starscream, Slipstream, Thundercracker, and Skywarp were all sort of siblings / raised together, but I still wanted them to look really different. This is a good Slipstream. I'm sort of meh on these Skywarps. So this is Toast. Toast was a design that I drew once when I was in middle school and never did anything with. But then I remembered her and felt the urge to redraw her, so I sort of imagine her as a person who bends reality to her whims with like no regard for anybody else. She sees the world as her personal place to do whatever she wants to. And the person she's bothering over here is Lucy, who is a very, very old retired original character I had, who happened to look a lot like her. Of course this isn't in color, but they both have brown hair and a pink dress, so I imagine there would be some interesting parallels if they ever met. I also have some doodles of my middle school persona, and like, this is such a cute design, but I only drew her like twice. nice, and I didn't even color her in. But like the concept of having fur splotches that look like paint was really cute. And there's a self-portrait of the sickos meme. A piece of art that I gave up on because I was coloring it with Sharpies, and they didn't look good, and also this drawing doesn't really look good. I'm not very proud of it. I didn't sketch beforehand, so I guess that's what I get. All the stuff in gel pen I drew on the 4th of March, actually. We got Homestar Runner and Mimi from Super Paper Mario. I like this one here, ow, and all the rest of the pencil doodles I drew when I was on a plane, as evidenced by everybody saying they're on a plane. I'm sad that I'm flying. I'm on a plane, and I am a plane. Nico from One Shot, as drawn from memory, because my sister is obsessed with that game. She even drew a little Nico. Here they are with a reference. Nico drive car. Yep, the Martian girl from Planet V. Will you marry me? This is a cute doodle, I like it. And we got some sketchless doodles over here of Lissy again, and Corla and Beaky. These are other mermaid OCs that I've had for a rather long time. I don't draw them enough, I really don't. We got Marnie from Pokemon Sword and Shield. She's cute enough. Her big naturals. YouTube, don't kill me for drawing boobs. We got some thumbnail sketches of an anniversary piece for Rick and Lissy. I'll throw the final up on screen. We got the lyrics from Red Sweater by the Aquabats, because that's a very them song. And we got some Fujiko Mine sketches over here. These are nice, these are nice. Things I drew in a cafe. Got Goemon looking real tired and upset. This is a good doodle of Fujiko, though it's sorta... It really does drive into fanon territory where it's not really looking like her, but I still really like this. I had the idea of an inkling using a fanny pack as like a baby carrier for their salmonid. Also, this salmonid looks like they're wearing one of those like little sailor hats for babies, although it's supposed to be their hair. A design for like a Pac-Man dress. I mean, this looks pretty cool, honestly. I like the, like, I don't know how to describe this actually, but I think it's a unique idea to have the fabric cut apart to be Pac-Man's mouth. I didn't know what to do with the shoes though. But yeah, one of the things that I draw when I have a drawing itch but I don't know what to draw is Pac-Man ghosts, because they're blobs. And I have it bouncing around in my head that I could fix Pac-Man the Ghostly Adventures. Like, I could write this show good. I've never seen it, though. I have only consumed it through TV reviews. But yeah, I could do these kids justice. We got a cute comic of Bryn and Winry. They are so dear to me. We got some Princess Peaches! These were colored with 2 different types of highlighters. These were colored with Zebra Mild liners, and these were colored with Staedtler highlighters. I know it's pronounced Staedtler, but I pronounce it Staedtler. And we got a Guar penguin that I drew from memory when I was at work. I mean, it looks kind of like one of them. Doodles of my Hatsune Miku-sona, my Miku-sona, who I don't really draw too much anymore, but she is pretty cute. I like this sort of scene-inspired look over here. I like what I did with the highlighter hair. That's really nice. The secret to good art is to add more anime sparkles. Fun fact, I showed this page to my sister, and she thought that these 2 were part of a comic. But this is sort of a self-portrait, because I was working at a grocery store in the time I was a cashier, and you will encounter some fucking people as a cashier that make you want to do this. This was a character I drew while watching a video where someone reviewed each Olympic mascot, and I was And I was in a mascot-brained state when I drew this character. Some mermaids. I wanted to see what a remora would look like as a mermaid, because they're strange fish. They got flat heads. So I was wondering how I would translate that into a more human design. Poor fish. She's a little shy. But she has good posture. I've had this idea in my head for a while, where it is a mermaid couple based on the relationship that gobies and shrimp have in real life. Shrimp will often dig burrows with gobies standing to watch, and I think that's a very interesting relationship. So it would be fun to translate it into people, or mermaids, whatever. We got thumbnails for a comic that I could probably still digitize. I just gotta get on that. But this is something somebody actually fucking said to me while I was working the register. Because I wore a mask every day to work. And, like, only a handful of people were fucking bitches about it. But to the person that fucking told me that I was gonna get respiratory issues if I wore a mask, I hope you fall down 5 million stairs. But yeah. Gloria! She is one of my newer original characters. She doesn't really have a story yet, but I wanted to draw really fucking big teeth. And so I did. And I realized I don't really draw teeth when I draw mouths, so I was trying to fill that in. I just made them really creepy though. I like this one though. This is cool. And a sketch page based off of a video I saw that was about the history of the Batman villain Killer Moth, who historically has mostly been a joke villain, but I was like, well, what if they weren't? What if they were kind of a threat? And I got the idea of he ran his operations in like an abandoned theater and he was super theatrical and campy. I think I did a cool job. He looks cool. Step into the light, Batman. Another thumbnail for a comic. Sometimes you gotta get the gunk out of your brain. Nice pencil sketch of Elvira over here. I just watched Mistress of the Dark and thoroughly enjoyed it. Her hand's kinda weird though, but I really like what I did with the hair and her eyes. Like, ain't that cute? Ain't that fucking awesome? Oh, I really fucking love this sketch of Carrie that I did. I got the blood real good with my markers, and I was coloring her eyes with the mild liners, but it ate through the paper. But I'm still really proud of this. This is awesome. We got another work doodle page. Oh, a sexual on a mission. Got a cookie cutter shark, cuttlefish, and Ballsack the Jaws of Death with some emo hair. This is where I was testing some of my art supplies just to see that they weren't dead. Yeah, this is gonna be a running theme where I just put old work art into my sketchbook, because it's a great way to fill up a sketchbook if you don't really have any ideas, but you do have pre-existing art. Just collage in there. Collage in there, baby. But yeah, these were definitely drawn when I was on my period. I got a black cat over here. I was sort of experimenting with wearing colored pencils. It's cute, it's cute. Eyeballs and Niall! Niall again, we love Niall. Oh, I should have put a cartoon nudity warning beforehand, but yeah, I was fooling around with some of my Tombow brush pens, just making a blob. I'm drawing a person out of it. Pretty cool, pretty. Sketch based off of the They Might Be Giants song, Boss of Me, because I really fucking like that song. And this was, you know, sketched in pencil, and I took a fine liner and traced around it. I like the contrast between the pencil speech bubble and the fine liner speech bubble. That's unique. Although I kinda fucked up the perspective on this. This is weird. More of that character. This is Aaron. Aaron. Oh, I got Rick again. So I colored this with my art markers, as you can see, but I kept some of the texture. I didn't completely colored it in. And then I added some highlights with colored pencils. I really like the final product. And then there's me. I didn't like this sketch when I finished it, but it's alright now. Because I'm a creature of the oh, this is a cute one. So this is Fujiko Mine and Samantha Hyman of Guar Famousness. And I was like, well, they're both the token female of their respective series, and they're both really sexy and badass. What if they were best fucking friends? I should digitize this later, it's still cute. We got my OC Priscilla, another new OC. I sort of draw her for fun. She doesn't have a story yet, but that's alright. You don't really need a story for your characters. They can just fuck around in your head. This was a test for lining stuff with a Sharpie pen versus my Staedtler fine liner. Why'd I make them kinda cunty? And we got Z over here. You'll see them later. So, I was trying to draw every OC I had as of 2024. Let's put that back a bit. But I messed up drawing Jody so badly that it took me out of doing any more. I'm very sorry, Jody. I will do you justice eventually. But yeah, like I said, here's Z again. World's best test tube baby. Christina, who is Jody's adoptive daughter. We got Grimo! Little lab experiment guy. Partially a human, partially an alien. Shit happened to him, but he's okay now. He's a great little boy.